Well, welcome back, everybody, to Man Without a Title, episode 42. This is called Right on Time. So, before we get into this, I want to talk about what a blessing is. And before we talk about timing, before we talk about unexpected people or about provision, we got to define something first. Because most people misunderstand what a blessing is. Okay? So, a blessing is not, first and foremost, money. It's not a promotion. It's not that house you want, that relationship you want, that new car, that stuff. A blessing is anything that is inside the will of God in your life. If it's in His will, it's your blessing. If it draws you closer to Him, it's a blessing. If it transforms you into an image of Christ, it's a blessing. It may be uncomfortable. It may even be delayed. It may even be silent. See, Romans 12:2 says, to be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may discern what is good, acceptable, and perfect in what? The will of God. See, the greatest blessing you can ever receive is not something you can put in your hand and hold. It's alignment with the will of God. Because outside His will, even good things, can and will destroy you. But inside His will, anything, even if it's delayed, it brings development. Okay? So let me give you guys a real good example here, personal example. There's a specific chapter in Psalms I was trying to understand. I was trying to read, I was trying to get it. I couldn't. So I started praying about it. I started reading more. I started to pray. Every day for a couple weeks. Actually, today is exactly 2 weeks. And I was praying for what? I was praying to understand it. I was praying for wisdom. I was praying for discernment. I was praying for focus. So I was reading it. I was studying it. And just couldn't get it. For 2 weeks, I kept asking God, reveal this to me. Help me understand this. Nothing. Silence. But I was obedient. I kept praying. I kept seeking Him. And then today, 6:40, whatever it was this morning, He revealed it. Not just the information, but a revelation. It came alive. And I immediately thought of Psalms 119:18. It said, open my eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of your law. See, that's exactly what happened. He opened my eyes. And here's what I realized. He showed me this real quick. If He would have revealed that to me the day that I asked Him, it would have meant nothing. It would have gone right over my head. Because why? I wasn't ready. See, He is so wise in that He wanted to wait until my heart was positioned just right to where I could receive it. Until I needed it. That delay wasn't denial. The delay was preparation. And that was a blessing. Have you ever noticed God rarely shows up early, but we know He never shows up late? See, we live by clocks, right? We live by the time of the world. God moves by His purpose. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, He has made everything beautiful in its time. Not your time, His time. See, we think delay means, oh, something's wrong. We think delay means, well, maybe He's not hearing me, or He's mad at me. See, how many times have one of us, I know, talking for me, I've called somebody and they don't answer, but they don't call me back. I'm like, oh, what did I do? Are they mad at me? They're in a bad mood. We think the worst, right? But then, whatever, they call us back, we talk to them, everything's fine. It's just you trying to make up something in your head. Nothing was wrong. They were busy or they couldn't answer the phone, whatever the case may be. But see, sometimes that silence isn't what you think it is. Sometimes God is growing your character, removing your pride, right? Teaching you dependence on His word and His will, protecting you from something that you can't see. See, if He gave that blessing to you too early, you'd mishandle it. If He answered that prayer too fast, you'd worship the blessing instead of the blesser. See, timing isn't about convenience for you and I. It's about readiness of you and I. See, there's something else about God that we have to realize too. He rarely uses anyone who you would expect. Just look at Elijah in 1 Kings. Elijah, a prophet, He sent him into a drought, right? He needed food. He could have sent a wealthy donor. He could have sent a wealthy family, a religious leader, but no. Instead, God sends ravens to feed him. Birds. And later, what did He do? sent a widow, not a wealthy widow, a broke one. She only had enough flour and oil for one more meal. What did she do? She gave it, and God multiplied it. See, sometimes blessings doesn't come from abundance. It comes from obedience. Have you ever had someone help you who you never thought would, and maybe they didn't have that much themselves? Maybe it was someone from outside your immediate circle, or not a family member, not a church family member, probably not the person who said, man, I got your back no matter what. I'll always be there for you, always. Not even them. And the people you did expect to show up didn't. That humbled me, because God's will make sure you know every time it wasn't them, it was him. He'll use whoever and whatever he wants, because the blessing isn't about the vessel, right? We know this. It's about where? The source. So why did God do it this way, right? So God blesses you through unexpected people for a reason. So you don't idolize the channel, so you don't trust people more than him, and so you understand that he is the sovereign one. See, sometimes the person with the least gives the most. Because what? Generosity isn't about money or wealth or what's in your bank account. It comes from the heart. And I hear people ask all the time, well, what is God's will for my life at its core? Well, it's your growth. It's your sanctification. 1 Thessalonians 4:3 says, for this is the will of God, your sanctification, your transformation, your maturity. Because the greatest blessings in your life that's going to come isn't what he gave you. It's what he withheld until you were ready. But when it comes, you'll know it wasn't random. It was right on time. So if someone unexpected blesses you, thank them. But don't forget to thank God, because he was the giver. He orchestrated it. And if you're waiting right now for a blessing, stay faithful, stay prayed up, stay growing, stay leading, stay seeking his face, because heaven is never behind schedule. Your blessing isn't late. It's being prepared. And when God releases it, it won't be rushed. It will be right on time. How many of us, including myself, have been in that situation where we prayed, and we asked God for this and for that, and but nothing happened. Well, maybe it's not the right time. Maybe it's not his will. And again, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about everything. I mean, that person that we're dating, we ask him, is this the one? Or that job we play, should I take the job? Or we play, should I go to this church? It's a multitude of things. But a blessing is anything inside of his will. So be patient. And without reading his word, we will not have the discernment to hear him. See, and most people want to say, well, you keep saying about reading. I watch podcasts. I listen to preachers. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that. But don't take my word for it. Don't listen to them podcasts and them preachers. Read it for yourself. Because that alone is not going to be sufficient enough to feed your soul. The only thing that's going to be sufficient enough to feed your soul is you reading it yourself. And again, I'm not saying, I'm not saying don't listen to preachers and don't listen to podcasts and don't. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying read yourself. Because it says, a man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. So read it for yourself. Thank you guys for watching episode 42. Right on time. God bless you. And if anyone has any questions or comments, please hit me up in the bottom or DM me, and then I'll put my email right here as usual. So have a great night. God bless. Thank you.